I am now convinced that Marvel Rivals competitive mode is rigged. Look at these stats and someone tell me how we lost this game. I just don't understand, but we are now in gold 3. Let's see if we can continue to move up the ranks, but with games like this, it's going to make it extra hard. We're going to start this map the way we always do, putting our mines right in this doorway, and we're going to also throw down some in this little pathway down here. It's your boy Dutch Dolo. Go ahead and like and subscribe to this video if you are enjoying the content. It definitely helps me out. Now let's get back into this match right here. Gonna bust this glass and take this vantage point up top to get a better view of the battlefield. And here comes our opponents. They have a group throwing walls early on in the match. I think that's going to be my goal right there. Since I have unlimited ammo, take out as many walls as I can. They also have a Magneto as well, dressed just like my teammates. So hopefully that doesn't throw us off too much. Going to continue to lay fire right here and see if we can get a early kill. Groot throwing up more walls. That means more for me to destroy. Going to try to keep our mine nest protected as well. Got a Moon Knight up here on this bridge. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way to take away his high ground. We end up getting a kill right there. Don't know on who, but with my mind set all over the map, that could have came from anywhere. Almost got that Groot down. He was at a sliver of health, but somehow ends up getting up out of there and joins back in the fight immediately. Not going to let him get away this time. Let's go ahead and see if we can get him up out of there. My mines end up doing the job and take him out as well. Trying to clean up whoever is left. Going to pop my ult right here and see if I can do some damage in the back line. We got an Adam Warlock and a Moon Knight over here trying to lay fire. Oh, but Groot ends up catching me in his ult and Moon Knight dropping his as well. Despite that, I end up getting another KO. Let's take this high ground advantage and pop some more shots right here. Storm popping her ult. I end up dropping Groot right there and Magneto for the nice double. Let's go. Only person left up here is this squirrel girl still being pesky. She's going to try to jump up on this ledge, but not going to happen. Me and Magneto end up taking her out as well. Nice play right there by the team. Let me go ahead and mine this place back up. Drop some over there in that doorway and place my nest back in its proper spot. Gonna widen out the view right here and get a better perspective of the map. I really want to lock down this left side while we focus on the center. My mind nest is definitely going to help us do that. Here comes this Groot though with more walls. I have to destroy those. Gonna take this high ground again and pop off more shots at him. Jump back down fairly quickly though, because they do need me in battle and I have to keep my mine nest protected. We get Groot wrapped up right there, but he somehow does not drop. Let me jump back up here once again to get a better view of the map. Nice wrap up right there on Groot. He's overextended, but as he's fighting, they are capturing the spot. He does end up dying for his troubles, but it was a great sacrifice because his team does end up getting the car on the move. No need to fight up here, but I do get greedy and want to get a couple kills. I end up dropping this Magneto right here, but I overextend as well, trying to climb up the wall. Really did that by mistake. Me and Squirrel Girl trying to go one-on-one right here. She does pop her ult. I'm nowhere near that, but they do end up taking me out. So let's go ahead and reposition right here. Gonna drop my mine nest behind this statue. Use my jump ability right there from Rocket to throw a couple mines up on the ledge. Groot though does have me held and we end up going down again. Oh, but clutch revive right there by Rocket. Now let's see if we can get our revenge on this Groot. Almost had him down right there, but he is hard to kill. Let's see if we can catch him right here. End up wrapping him up and dropping him. Let's go. Nice revenge kill right there, but no need to rest. We are getting shot from all directions. Can't really get my bearings and figure out where it's coming from. So I just decided to try to get up out of there, but they are still pursuing me. And Moon Knight finally walks me down and shoots me in the back like a coward. But it's all right, we'll end up getting our revenge. Right here, just trying to hold on for dear life. Knocking down these walls as they appear. Trying to wrap Groot up again. It seems like every time I turn around, he is in my face. Let's go ahead and pop our ult right here to see if we can catch anybody lacking. End up getting caught by Squirrel Girl right there. That does slow us down just a little bit. Invisible Woman popping her ult as well. I love combining mine with hers. Running around and keeping my health full while dropping mines could definitely be a deadly combination. Gonna redrop our Mind Nest right here, and we end up getting grouped down. Love to drop him. Got a little skirmish going on in this back room right here. I'm gonna send a couple shots in and see if I can assist. We end up dropping 2 people right there, so that was a dope play by the squad. Let's go ahead and extend this Mind Nest right here. Gonna put my webbing down to see if those mines can travel just a little further. That extension always does help out. We got Jeff coming in though, popping his ult, and he immediately dies. I think my Mind Nest did have something to do with that. I didn't get the KO, but I'm pretty sure I assisted in that one. Running up this wall a little bit to gather my bearings. Just too much going on. A lot of chaos. We got Moon Knight up there throwing his onks and all type of stuff at us. And he pops his ult right there just to rub salt in the wound, destroying my Mind Nest. I already got a vendetta against him for earlier. He decides to pop out from around the corner, and me and Storm tag team him for the KO. Let's go. Now back on defense right here. We got a group, Magneto and Adam Warlock. Way too much for me to handle on my own. Not gonna destroy my Mind Nest though. Gonna keep that up and see if I can get any easy kills. Trying to wrap Groot up right there, but he's being healed up. Magneto popping his ult. Just a lot going on. Let me continue to fall back right here and gather my thoughts. Getting healed up right there by Cloak and Dagger. Gonna try to zoom over here and get near my teammates. Need that extra healing. Gonna pop my ult right here. Catching Groot out of position. Even though I did, he's still being healed up. Their Invisible Woman popping her ult. Not really much I can do right here. Trying to sneak in just a easy kill. Our Invisible Woman popping her ult, so we may be good to go right here. Sending out pop shots. We are in overtime. Just gotta hold on a little bit longer. Rocket popping his, keeping everybody healed up. All I gotta do is take this Magneto out right here. He's fighting for dear life. Shielding up right there, keeping himself healed. But we end up dropping Groot and Magneto at the same time. Let's go. I'm telling you, we were dominating in this first round right here. We end up taking out Jeff the Land Shark as well. Great little defensive play right there to end that round. Now let's go ahead and go into the second one where all the problems arise. I really believe that this game has a mechanic to let the opposite team come back, because we completely shut them down the first round. Yes, they did have the card moving, but IK to D ratio was so insane. I just don't see how that didn't transpire in this game. But we're gonna try to get our cart moving. I have the high ground right here. End up getting a kill on someone. Didn't know who that was. Doesn't matter long as we get it. Jeff the Land Shark trying to come up here and fight me one-on-one. But then he wisely gets up out of there because he knew if he wanted to smoke, I was going to give him all he could handle. Let's replace our Mind Nest right here and peer over this ledge and see if we can catch anybody for a easy kill. Trying to place my mines behind Groot, see if he'll walk into him. I think I overstayed my welcome though up there a little too much, and I end up getting taken out. So let's go ahead and get back on this low ground and get into this fight. Right here, I almost have Magneto taken out, and as I pop my ult, we end up getting swallowed by Jeff. I kind of panicked, and I knew it was gonna happen, and I did it anyway. He's trying to spit us off the ledge, but not enough distance, and we are back in this thing right here. Oh, catching Groot right there with a nice wrap up, and Magneto doing some damage. Gonna drop my Mind Nest for some extra protection. Still letting off pop shots right there. Let's go ahead and zoom across and take our favorite spot right here on the high ground. Still targeting this Groot. I should have been going for their healers back there, but something about him just worked my nerves. Storm coming in right there with the nice ultimate to take him out. We almost got this car on the move, y'all. Let me jump back down and get in the mix with the squad. I think this is how we lost this match. It was taking us just a little too long to get momentum flowing. Right here we have numbers, but I feel like these guys should have been dead a long time ago. It seems like it will be a 3-on-5 or a 4-on-6, and we were not overwhelmed. We would sit and trade shots, but we should be pushing up. Now we do end up getting a spot right here. I have my ultimate in the bank, and I'm ready to use it at any time. Groot trying to put up his walls right here. We're gonna knock those down. And right now, I'm just thinking, let me go ahead and pop my ult to try to create some space and get ahead. But we end up getting put to sleep by Mantis, and Jeff pops his ult on us as well, trying to take us to the cliff and spit us out. But he doesn't have the distance. We are still mid-ult. Kind of wasted it right there. I feel like that was one of the blunders that could have turned the tide of this match. I know it seems small, but those type of mistakes right there do compound. And on top of losing my ultimate, I end up getting killed right there. kind of fumbled the ball. So let's go ahead and see if we can push up a little more. Instead of going through that tight little window right there and trying to move through that narrow opening, let's go around to the left where it's more wide open space to move around at. We got Invisible Woman popping her ult right there. That's definitely going to help us out. Let's go ahead and get on point and see if we can get this thing moving. It's been far too long. We wasted a whole minute just trying to get it moving despite being so dominant in the first round. I just don't understand. We get caught right there by Squirrel Girl and by Mantis as well. All right, trying to get something going right here. Let me go ahead and climb up this wall, trying to get jumped by Squirrel Girl and by Cloak and Dagger. That's just the smoke that I don't want. Too many projectile weapons going out for me to handle. But Squirrel Girl does end up getting taken out. And we have the cart on kind of a decent move right here until we do end up getting stuck. Adam Warlock shooting me in the back. Didn't know where that was coming from. Kind of disoriented right now. Let me go ahead and get this group wall out the way. Rocket's clutch ult right there definitely kept us in the fight a little longer, because with Groot popping his ult, he probably would have definitely took out at least one or two of us. Got Magneto wrapped up right there. That's the thing. We are not finishing up with our kills. It seems like the developers of this game will let a team just come back. I don't know if it's me or not, but I feel like some of these should have been definite kills. Even though we were getting a lot of KOs, they were not counting when they needed to. And right here is when we run into another bottleneck. Also, we had a teammate switch from Magneto to Thor. I think that kind of helped us out. We had better chemistry when he was using Magneto. But we have to focus more on the win instead of on the kill. Invisible Woman popping her ult right there is definitely going to help us out. I have mine as well. Let me go ahead and drop my mine nest right here and see if we can get just one last good push. I also fumbled on this ult right here. Instead of me running in a straight line, I think I should have circled more around the cart. But at the same time, with Groot putting up his walls, I feel like I would have got stuck and probably killed instantly. So let's just go ahead and try to see what last little bit of damage we could do right here. We are closely approaching the overtime. Only 10 seconds left in this match. And right here is kind of when it dawned on me, like, we dominated so heavily in the first match. Are we going to lose this against a lesser team? I mean, they are swarming the domination point, and most of my teammates are kind of sitting back, being scared to rush up. Right now, it's not the time to play timid. You have to follow through and try to dominate. Push forward. Don't give them an inch. They are pushing us back. Groot with a nice ult on me right there. And right here, I could slowly feel the game starting to slip away. Like, yo, what happened to the dominant team in the first round? We are getting really beat up on right here. I go down, and look how much time we have left. Hopefully, I can come back in time. I was just saying, please let me come back and get one more shot at it. I thought I could kind of superhero it and get the cart moving. But it was just too late, and we end up taking the L. That just goes to show you it's not about how you start, it's how you finish. You have to follow through and stick to your mechanics. If we would have just kept pushing right there at that last little moment, I think we could have ended up pulling that one out. Even though it says we got a victory, we did end up losing. Squirrel Girl with the MVP at only 28-10. Look, I was 32-4. Look at the stats. How did we lose that? We were the better team on paper, but I guess they were the better team in game. But that's going to wrap up today's video. I hope you all enjoy. It's your boy Dutch Dolo. Make sure you like and subscribe for more Rivals content. And until the next one, I am out of here. Peace.